Hey everyone, this is a quick shout out to all of our friends over there at the Basement Dwellers Podcast. You can find them on iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean, as well as they've got their own page there on Facebook. Previously on Tomorrow's End.
Where are the women and children?
That look hates. God, that look is full of
Throwing
hate.
the guy into the pool. Come on, dude.
You're in
Nah,
trouble.
you're in trouble.
now.
You're in trouble. Busting.
You're in trouble.
It's like the THX sound, only wrong.
How did humanity get here? I just can't remember. The rest of the world didn't know why the end had come. They'd heard on the radio about an attack on the States by either Russia or China over dwindling resources. What we knew was that the world was going to end, and a crazy man named Morrows had a plan to save the world. Many teams were frozen in vaults deep underground, safely tucked away from all the bombs and nukes flying, and the asteroid that would finally end everything. They were supposed to wake up 25 years later and help pick up the pieces, but something went wrong, and everyone woke up a lot later, if they woke up at all. Cultists, criminals, madmen, they've been living and thriving through the radiation and destruction the entire time. Some good people also survived. They held on to hope by spreading stories. Stories about tomorrow's end.
All right. Everybody is looking?
Yes.
All right.
I mean, I guess.
Holy shit.
150 meters, we should be able to see with infrared optics.
Oh, you're going to use infrared optics?
Why, yes, strangely enough,
All right.
we have those.
All right. As you whip that around and start looking, you see the shadows of trees. You know, in the infrared, it shows some of the temperature gradients. You whip back and forth. Give me a percentile roll.
Is that observe, or what the hell is that?
You can do observe if you want. We abuse the hell out of that.
Well,
that
7
one.
successes for a stealth check, Tim.
Woo!
I'd rather use awareness.
Do it.
Ashcan, you are certain that they're trying to be hidden, but you feel that you should be able to see them.
I'll take
Keep looking for them.
I have 4 successes out of 70-something, 73.
Well, you caught a glimpse of what looked like it was the size of but it was about head level. When you play it back, it was a flash of a face that showed thermal.
So he's wearing a thermal suit.
Well, 8 they
Yeah.
prepared.
5 successes for spotting, Tim. Or track or hunt.
Okay. You think you know what direction he is, and he is moving.
Slow or fast?
Well, he's trying to stay hidden, so slow.
I'm going to radio back to the truck and ask whoever's up in the gun if they got any phosphorus or incendiary rounds.
Phosphorus is loaded.
Well, strangely enough, we do.
Let's burn the fuck out of the woods.
say where I'm standing, and give them a direction from where I'm standing.
Well, I can see you. I can see you. You're safe.
Right,
All
and
right.
say danger close. Fire
Will?
for effect.
Do it.
Is that grenade launcher or is that land gunnery, Tim?
That's not... Grenade launcher would be handheld.
That's under-
You're going to just use gunnery because you're on a vehicle.
Well, my gunnery is actually
I thought-
exactly the same.
All right. Well, that's a good sound.
How many?
I missed by 4.
Ah, you dick.
Give me a D6.
And the really painful thing is, it would have been a critical success, except for it doesn't actually go up that far.
No, 3. Don't roll a 3.
How about a 4?
Oh, good. That went away from Ashcan. Ashcan, you see how many grenades did you launch?
Just 1.
Just 1. You see the grenade go off a lot further over than where it should have been.
Okay, does the...
But that was enough to illuminate him. You can see that he's dressed like a bush. He's wearing a ghillie suit.
Is he up and moving, or is he trying to stay put?
He's moving.
I'll shoot him.
All right, roll. He's minus 20.
1 success.
Oh, with what did you shoot him with?
Cannon.
You gave it to him.
Loud and ouchie.
I know. Okay, you're going to give me your hit location. Roll.
62.
I think. Really? No.
That's the groin.
No, just by
No,
1 it's
abdomen.
not.
Oh, no, abdomen. I don't know if that's better. Right in the gut.
Yeah, but it's not going to kill him.
Nope.
Not
A
yet.
wounding stomach wound's not exactly a party, though.
I don't remember how much
Makes it
kinetic
easier to
energy
track.
comes from that damn gun of yours.
Fuck
E7.
ton.
No, that's a shotgun blast. Sorry, E12.
Yeah, you're E12. He's wearing resist weave. Hold on. Oh, shit, I said that out loud. Never mind.
Oh, we heard it. You can't take that shit back. We know now.
Hey, we've gotten hurt in resist weave. We know it can happen.
Oh, yeah. No,
Why
he's
Charlie's
taking...
alive.
You see him drop. That's all you see is you see him drop to the ground.
Point right in front of me where he is.
I yell on the radio, interrogate him. Don't kill him.
I'm going to circle around him and just keep watching him, wait for somebody else or some other people to get on boots on the ground to where I'm at.
We're gonna head up there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tracking his location. Because I want to see if he's the one directly communicating with the radio or if there's another station nearby.
If he moves, I'll fire off another warning shot at him, or I'll just shoot at him again.
Thick brush. Give me a tracking roll to make sure that you keep eye on him. Because you're not going to get that close to him.
One success.
And
I mean, you saw where he went down. That should be enough.
Success. Okay. He's wearing a ghillie suit and heavy brush. It's easy to lose a target. You still keep eyes on him. He is moving.
All right, well, I am going to go and disarm him and not try and subdue him.
Okay, so you're gonna rush over and try to jump him.
Tomahawk to the forehead works pretty good for subduing.
Yeah, I'm going to sling my cannon and then tomahawk and then 1911.
All right, roll.
Smack you in the back of
8
it.
successes.
Ooh, shit.
Wait, how many?
8.
Okay, hold on. Close combat. Yeah, you have a plus fucking 20 because he's prone.
God, that sounds like a whole lot of fuck you, Tim.
Yes,
bit.
it
Yeah,
is,
just a
but
little
he
bit.
gets 2 shots off from his pistol. His skill. Shit! That would have been awesome. He rolled 55.
Oh, instead it was critically terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't a failure.
If it was a failure
Okay.
at 55, that's a hell of a failure.
All of you hear 2 gunshots go off. And right now, okay, Ashcan, tell me exactly. You got 8 successes, so you need to tell me exactly how you're jumping on him. Because if you're jumping on him with a blade, you killed him.
No, actually, I'm going to, if I see him, I'm just going to get right up on top of him, put a boot right to his throat, and have a tomahawk pressed down on his stomach wound and a 45 shoved right in his face.
Okay, yeah, he's...
That's a friendly hello.
Okay.
If he tries
well,
to move or resist, I just push down a little bit with the tomahawk right in his gut wound.
Hey, Doc,
Okay, well, he's still got a 45 in his hand.
Yeah.
between all of us, I trust you to be the most level-headed in terms of interrogation.
Hey.
I mean, you're not a bad
I
second.
haven't
I
worn
have-
anybody's skin yet.
I'm also not including myself in this, you notice.
I have a pretty high interrogation
I
skill
believe
level.
that. I said keep control during an interrogation. There's a difference. I don't doubt you would get the information out of him, but
I guess I don't
my
really actually have a
constitution's
skill
only so
in
high.
that.
Okay, it's
I
only a
got an
20.
80.
Yeah, again, my constitution's only a 20, so I would prefer some more humane methods.
All right, I'll come out and talk to him. What are we looking at, person-wise?
Person-wise, it is a young man. He's about 22 years old. He's wearing a ghillie suit like Ashcan was wearing, but underneath, he's wearing what looks like standard military BDUs.
We're gonna get the 45 out of his hand and strip his gear.
Green in color. Where he
want
was
that.
shot, there is no hole.
Impact.
Yeah, blunt trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he got a radio?
Let's
Yes, he does.
Let's
See the
disarm
radio.
him.
Hold on.
And
Settle
then,
down. Let's see his radio.
Okay. He has a radio. It looks like you recognize it as what looks like a commercial, like what a police or fire would have back in 2017, 2018.
Is he
We can-
conscious?
800 megahertz.
Yeah,
We
he's
could probably
currently got
trace
a.
that.
He can't talk right now because he's got a Ashcan boot.
We know the satellite that's connecting to, so we could probably trace that back to the original contact point.
How old's the radio?
The radio does look beat. It's been in service for a few years.
Well,
There's wear.
while you're interrogating,
What kind of pistol does he have?
loop around and do a track and see if there's anybody else out here.
So it's a 1911 45, right?
Will, I'll join you.
New or old?
It looks like it's been in service for a couple of
Has he
years.
got a rifle?
No, he does not have a rifle.
Can we commandeer that 1911? Because goddamn, that's a beautiful weapon.
I kneel down.
That's a failure on tracking.
What you doing out here, boy?
I'll let my boot off his throat just a little bit.
I'm watching
I get that. What you watching?
you,
Just me? Us? Them?
making sure you're doing what you're supposed to.
That's a nice looking 45 you got there.
Yeah.
What's your name, boy?
Dan?
Dan. Who are you working for, Dan? Give me some names. So it's a little easier to chat when we,
What the
we
hell
just
is
need to
wrong
have
with
some
you?
information.
I've done
Just tell me
nothing.
who
You
you're working
attacked
for.
me.
Dan, who are you? Chop.
I'm a protector of the peace.
Protector of the peace for who?
The circle.
Circle goes unbroken. Johnny Cash, what? Come on.
The circle. I'm a protector of the peace for the circle.
I look back at the smoldering town. Oh, yeah, protecting the peace real well, I see.
That was not mine. I did not do that.
All right. Take him into the van. By the way, you came close to being shot and killed with your own gun. So you got some choices to make. Either fess up, you're going to go in here and you're going to talk to this little lady, Charlie. Now, I want you to understand that I'm a peace-loving physician. She is a deranged fucking lunatic. You're going to answer all of her questions. That fine other lady right there, Miss Alex, she's a sweetheart.
Oh.
So all the questions I have, you're going to answer to the best of your ability. And you may just walk with a limp. Let's get some information out of poor Dan here. I'm sure he wants to help us just as much.
Poor peacekeeping Dan.
Yeah, just Mr. Watch. Oh, by the way,
you mean
let's
hostage
see
Dan?
that radio there? We have that little radio right there. Just leave that right there on the ground. Let's not take that into a van. Let's just leave it right there.
I was going to throw it in the lake.
Oh, no. Just leave it right there.
Why throw it again? We can still trace it. Fucking, let's use that shit. Not bring it into the truck, but we
Right.
can do shit right here.
So we'll leave it right there where it is.
So Dan, why don't you tell me a little bit about
me
those
about yourself.
wooden tees that all those people are hung on in the woods? What's the significance
That's
of that?
what we do to criminals.
Why?
Criminals.
What does it signify?
It signifies that they did not follow the way.
The way of what?
The way of the
Dan?
circle.
What is the circle?
The circle is life.
Tell me, Dan.
Are we in the Lion King?
Tell me, Dan. How should one live to live within the rules of the circle?
To live inside the circle means that you get the acceptance from the circle above you. And you serve the circle above you because they know better.
So did you serve up the women and children from that town?
I was not a part of this. I do not know.
What constitutes living outside of the circle is anybody who refuses the circle's wisdom.
If you are unwashed, then you are not a part of the circle. And you should not be. If you're not a part of the circle, then you are a threat to the circle.
So though all those who are outside the circle are to be crucified. Is that true, Dan?
Only if they're dangerous.
Oh, these folk were dangerous then. Those women and
Dangerous.
children were dangerous.
Dangerous.
No, all the men were crucified. The women and children are kidnapped, though.
You see him becoming very agitated.
Oh.
Where are the women and children?
I don't know. They were probably taken to safety.
Oh,
To
safety, Dan.
What is safety? Safety, Dan.
The safety
That's
would
his
be
new
the
name.
circle.
So tell me, Dan, in the circle, those who live outside the circle, those who do not follow the wisdom and the teachings of the circle, the menfolk are killed and placed upon these tees, and they're hung from trees for everyone to see while their town is burned to the ground.
Only if they're criminals.
And the women and so the men were all criminals, and the women and children are then, quote, whisked to safety. Tell me what happens to the women and children in the circle once they've come to
Objection, leading.
Well, yes.
I don't know. They're taken inside. They're taken into town.
Into town. What town, Dan?
The center of the circle.
Where's the circle, Dan?
The circle is north of here by the bay.
By the bay?
Bay City.
I'm not allowed inside.
Is that because you're unwashed?
I'm only a protector. I'm not allowed inside.
Who is allowed inside, Dan? If you're not allowed, why are women and children allowed
Sentinels
inside?
are higher.
Jesus
The
Christ,
only
Doc.
way you can be inside the circle is if you're level 4 or lower.
Or if you're kidnapped by the women or women and children forced into the
They're
circle.
in
is
there
that
for their
correct?
own safety.
Ah, yes, their safety.
What happens to them while they're in there?
I don't know. I don't go in there. They're kept safe.
safe for Big Bird alive, their hopes?
I don't know.
I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to key up the mic and to everybody in the group. Is there any information we're looking for that we don't currently have? Oh, Doc had a lot to say until I asked him for real input.
Passwords.
Charlie,
I don't think he
or not?
has any of
Charlie,
these passwords.
you're talking to him, or
Alex was
as well?
talking to him last.
Okay,
but
are you
we
there as well?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I need you to roll your awareness or observe.
While they're interrogating, I'm going to track outside and see if there's
12.
anybody else out here.
Okay, he is sweating profusely right now and shaking.
Doc, real quick. Do you think these fuckers have some sort of like cyanide, or he mentioned that
No,
they'll
he's
kill
in
me?
shock.
Hold on, he mentioned that they'll kill me.
They'll
Is
kill
that
him.
just
They'll kill
a
him.
like if he comes back in, they find out what he has done, or is that like some sort of they have other ways to kill him outside?
What they've done is they've brainwashed a whole bunch.
I get that. I'm talking about
That's why it's
immediate.
happened.
I'm talking about immediate, actual physical threat.
He couldn't. They
Doubtful.
couldn't do it remotely.
They're just breaking.
Is
they
he
broke
currently
him.
in thought or shock? Then
He's
could you
in
check
shock,
him?
Well, yeah, he's totally in shock. I think
and
the
he's suffering
issue-
from a lot of blood loss.
No, we tourniqueted that off.
I was gonna say
Don't
we
you worry,
basic
none.
first aided.
So I think the issue that he's having more than anything is the fact they're challenging all of his thoughts. When he knows it's wrong, deep within his soul, he does.
I'm going to keep the radio, by the way, keyed up as Doc is saying this so he can hear everything.
Ultimately, what he's part of is something terrible, and he knows that it's terrible, but he can't come to it. He can't come to the realization of those things.
I look him directly in the eyes and go, "You know what happens to those women,
Right.
don't you?"
We all know. We haven't
He
faced it.
stutters. He coughs, and you see him start to convulse.
Jesus, what did I say?
No, he took something.
No, fucking
No, he
cyanide
took
capsule
something.
in his tooth or some shit like that.
Ah, he's broken brain-wise when you
No,
start.
it's not a broken brain. You don't just start
No.
seizing because your life
Yeah.
concepts are challenged. That's because of
Okay,
poisoning.
using my medical stuff.
There we go. When you know
I'm-
something, you roll to see if you actually
Yeah,
know it.
using my
There we
medical
go.
stuff.
I don't have actually any
have,
medical knowledge. That's why I'm harping on Doc.
Is there something I can give him to counteract this?
You know he's going to bite through his tongue if you don't do something about that.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is easy. I can help.
We're gonna roll. Well, yeah,
No, I can help though.
yeah.
Please.
Would you like me to help?
Yes.
All right.
Don't shoot him in the
I
head.
keep you up on the mic.
Oh, I come in, give him a little Valium, bring him down a bit, just so he's not fucking freaking out. Diastat. It's a wonderful med that's used for severe epilepsy.
They
and
actually
for,
train teachers to
Yeah,
give it now.
So it goes right up, and then his seizure will come down, reduce, and he'll be a little more compliant. We don't have to worry about him for about an hour or so.
All right. So we now have an idea of where the circle's located around Bay
It's
City
Bay
area.
City, yeah.
What do we want to do with that information?
You want to check to see if anybody else
we
out
gotta
there?
wait
Why?
because we have a meeting coming up.
So you're still going through this duel? Just cause?
No, we're just gonna fucking kill him.
Southern Cross.
Just
Yeah.
trust me on this.
It's been 6 months. I think I've earned a little more than just trust me.
If you want to do good and go forward, then what we're going to have to do is take this head on. See, the idiot who's out there who decided to chat with me and be a gentleman about things, fine individual that he was, he's a middleman. This isn't one small place. It's part of a big operation. But we got to start somewhere, right? Got to start at the beginning. And if this is our beginning,
Even if we take out the middleman, they're still going to send more people after Bates.
Which is
No.
why we're going
Fine.
to keep the
they're going to
middleman
send people
alive.
after everything.
We're going
Right.
to keep him
So-
alive.
Which is why, if we start this, Southern Cross comes in. You guys you're gonna have to take some stock of yourselves. What do you come across a community doing the same thing, just handing women and children over because they want to stay safe? Are they to blame?
Who says
Is
they
Dan to
handed
blame?
them over?
Is Dan to blame?
A little
Is
bit.
he?
Yeah, a little
Why?
bit.
Because he was sold a bill of goods and he was born into it.
What exactly are you saying, Doc?
We've chosen a side, and if that side is the good side, then we have to go through with it. But you have to go all the way through with it.
All right, and I appreciate the philosophical pandering to this. However, I would like some more clear definitions of exactly what you mean before I agree to some life-changing, colossal decision that's going to define who I am. I would like some details, and I think I've earned that.
Correct. There's not many more.
Then what? Just, okay, duel's going to happen? Is that the detail that we're looking at?
I'm going to try to determine if this gentleman will do a duel for the life of Lucy and you and him and her and Ashcan.
You've already got Southern Cross as your backup plan to this duel. What sort of backup plan does he have?
Who's he?
Your gentleman scholar friend who is so honorable as to strong-arm a village and threaten all sorts of
I'm sure
monstrosity.
At the very least, he will do everything he can to put it into his favor.
Agreed. So
we're starting a war. Do you understand that?
I do. And so that being said, we've got 5 people plus Southern Cross and however many that's going to consist of, I suppose. And he's got already, 4 Humvees, a whole
3
circle of fucking converts, and all of the children that they've been brainwashing, that they've been kidnapping. So, that being said, what is this duel going to actually accomplish in the large scheme of things, other than the potential to A, get you killed, or B, have you kill him, but also sacrifice yourself in the process, or C, both of you get killed?
I have an idea.
Charlie?
If we can capture him, we can take him to the center of that circle and show them what happens,
So what happens
when you cross us.
If they capture somebody from Beats and they take him in? Are we going to rescue them?
When we get into the center of the circle, we've rescued them all if we can.
I need to know from you if you're willing to put it all on the line for one person from Beats. It's not philosophical. It's a straightforward question. I'm not sacrificing myself. I'm going up against a guy to be able to buy some time for everybody else.
He's a middleman.
I know, which is why I want to take him in to show them.
They're not going to care. He's a middleman.
But
it may break the local problem.
Right, which takes down our level of war.
No.
I think we're coming at this from the wrong angle. This is...
Do you have a better idea?
I would like to discuss our options and ideas a little more fully.
So what are they?
Because here's the thing. If we try to make some bold statement, here we are, here's all we can do, rah, et cetera, at the end of the day, we are still only 5 people with 1 striker. And yes, we have a technological advantage. However, they also have found some semblance of ways to use technology from back in the day. So that being said, we are outmanned and outgunned. So we cannot make this a direct confrontation. And even a duel is starting a direct confrontation. We will lose. If we are going to come at this, we have to come at this from the side.
So do we
I got a question for you.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
How do you do it?
What do you do with an animal when it goes mad?
Put it down.
Like the foaming mad.
Put it down.
What do you think these are?
I agree. I'm not saying we shouldn't put these down. I'm saying that walking right up in the middle of their city or even trying to take a hostage to them or even having a duel with them is going to lead to death.
Right, but when you're putting that animal down, do you let them know they're coming? So, why don't we just go back, start picking these guys off?
Here's the thing. We've got some technological superiority on our side as well. We have weapons, not only that EMP, by the way. If we have the entire city, the circle that now has become dependent on technology that they expect savages not to have, that they use to bully and to strong-arm others, we can literally wipe out all of the technology within that city, not impacting our own technology, cripple them in a very significant way, and cause panic. I want to come at them from... We have one advantage. It's not numbers. It's not anything else other than our superior knowledge of the technology that we have and our ability to take that technology and to make it greater.
We have 2 advantages. We don't have to play by our rule set. They're a cult. Yep. They do.
That as well.
Other thing to think about, too. Let's flush them out. How do you drive deer? How do you drive any kind of big game? Fire. Drive them out. Idea. Drive them to where we want them to go.
Set up a choke point. Set up traps.
What do you think we're sitting at?
Force multipliers.
We came here
Doc, do you actually have intention of following through with the duel?
Absolutely.
Stupid. No, look me in the eyes and acknowledge that this is a stupid fucking plan. Because you right now are putting your life on the line on a whim that A, Southern Cross is going to come through. I don't doubt your loyalties. I don't doubt that you trust them. Sure, they might come out. They might be that sniper in the valley, you know, cutting off the head, as it were.
All right.
That's not going to solve our Humvee and manpower and everything else
All
like
right,
that.
I'll look you in the eye, Alex. You ready?
Yeah.
Lucy, get your ass over here, too. So I'm putting my ass on the line for a couple of reasons. One, you. The other, her. There's another couple of reasons. Him, her. See, what you got to understand is you know why they want you, right? You're from the old blood. You got good genes. You make good, smart kids. Think hard about that.
I have.
Think hard. So you're asking me, is this the best plan? Maybe I can buy us some time. So what? Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to run like hell. Who's going to cover our tracks? Southern Cross. We can find fucking hidey hole till our Mars team shows up. Or if they don't, we can figure something out. Time. We ain't got it. What do you think we're doing over here? They gave us the coordinates. Let's find this fucker. This fucking kid don't know nothing. He's nothing but fodder. Same thing with all these things. What they're looking for? Clean, good genes. He ain't got it. You do. So's she. Crazy shithouse rat that she is. So's him. What else you got? Engineering degree. How many times your feet got to be cut off before you start fucking getting in line? You know why they want me? I'm a doctor. I know what they're up to. I shoot this cocksucker. Or get shot.
This plan accomplishes nothing. And I just need you to acknowledge that you're doing this out of a stupid sense of chivalry to, quote, buy us a couple of hours. Yes, you might not die, but I can't imagine that the gain from this plan is going to be worth, A, the risk, and B, the actual gain.
Well, we won't know.
Yeah, he's bait, but it's, again, for a stupid plan.
No.
We won't know until
While
we're
he's
done.
dueling, you know what we're going to be doing? We're going to be killing them.
Just the ones who are there in the Humvee? Are we going to the Circle in Bay City, even if that's a place? Or
One step at a time.
We're going to start with these idiots that are with them, but we're going to kill them.
6 people taking out 40. Superior firepower, I estimate we'll be able to take out 3 times as many men as we currently are. That still leaves them outnumbering us. So we're just going to hope on a whim and luck that we're just so good at what we do that we can take out that many people.
Or maybe you underestimate Southern Cross.
Sweetheart.
Well, you know what? If I knew what Southern Cross was, maybe I'd have a better idea of what they could do for us.
You ain't read no Sun Tzu, have you?
What?
You've read Sun Tzu?
They cluster
Where'd
up.
that come from?
Jesus. Every day.
Alex,
Surprise. What?
what's your plan?
My plan is to use our technological superiority to outwit them, not outgun them.
So, what do?
We take Will's EMPs. We shut down their technology. Find a way to get our own striker, we're probably going to have to be off comms for, I don't know, however long it takes us to get back up again. That's probably going to be have to sacrifice, or we just leave them with our gear. And I would like to actually discuss this plan with the team at large, because yes, I've got an outline, but fuck, you can't expect me to come up with the one plan that's going to keep you alive when you're so willing to throw away your life. I'm going to come up with a plan, and I need you to at least consider it before throwing your life away and getting us into a whole world of trouble.
You know, it's one of the beautiful things that Beats has.
Ceramics, alcohol, fire.
Fire. It's going to be hard to drive when you can't see. Or if your vehicle's burning.
Thank you.
And alcohol
I think
burns.
that we can have both. Why can't we do both?
Yeah.
Good. I would at least like to be able to formulate a plan and consider it and discuss it with the team before we just run off into fucking mayhem the way we always do. And yes, we're alive, but I can't say that it's necessarily always been good plans. Fuck, man.
A bad plan today is better than the best plan tomorrow.
Well, we still got 3 hours on our ride back to Beats.
Yeah.
Let's sit down and figure this out.
2/3 of the way through that ride, the satellite's going to come back over. That may be another piece.
Yep. And now we've got a radio that links to that satellite.
Mm-hmm.
And we can use that signal. We can hop on it.
Be aware. when it comes over, they realize that radio is in our vehicle.
They don't have to.
They're going to expect him to probably contact back at that point.
We've got 72 hours. We have...
This alone may change things.
This might. That being said, though, once that radio comes overhead, we still have Dan. We still have him alive.
Mm-hmm.
He can radio.
Yes.
At this point, it seems pretty obvious that we might be able to even coerce him into, nope, didn't see him. Or, yep, they just left for beats.
In 2 hours, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Let's outsmart them. We have the capability. It's the one asset and resource we have.
And Tim needs to throw us more bones because we can't remember from game session to game session.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
You turn to look for me to bring me in so that we can sit down and talk. I am nowhere to be found.
I'm going to key up the mics. Where did you go?
You hear a mic that is sitting over there on the bench.
Oh, son of a bitch. Ashcan, can you track Doc?
I can track him. I know where he's at.
Awesome. Where is he? Point me in the fucking direction if you have to. Where is he?
Well, you ain't gonna like it.
Cool. The question
I ain't got half the mind
stands.
to tell you. Look, I'm about to do some work here. Doc's about to do some work here. Just be on standby with the truck.
Answer the fucking question, Ashcan. Where is he?
I'm signing off now. It's gonna get loud.
And a fine evening to you, sir.
Evening.
So have you given any thought to my offer?
Well, I must admit, personally, I did entertain the idea. However, I'm just one piece, a cog, if you will, in a great machine. My superiors, well, they likely will not have any of it.
Imagine they wouldn't. But you report to your superiors, do you not?
I do.
And I understand that they're probably listening as we speak, correct?
You
Let's
could
make no
say.
bones. Let's be truthful with one another here on the evening of a momentous occasion. Are you a student of history, sir?
I am a learned man in as much as this age provides.
I have things I can offer. We both face a lot of danger. I am not going to presume to know the working minds of your superiors, nor even of yourself. However, we've seen some of the experimentations that were done by people beforehand, namely your wolves. And to be quite honest, some of the failures. I do not know or presume to surmise what will come of all of this, but what can we do to come to agreement? I don't ask for much. I have not come to ask for anything. I'd like to live in peace, but you do not want us out there. You don't want us a part of any of this. You want to absorb us. That does not sit well with me.
It did not with me at first, but eventually one grows used to the yoke of responsibility.
Yoke of responsibility. How many lives have you taken?
I have stopped counting.
You ever done it in anger, pure hatred?
A few times.
What'd you feel like afterwards?
Oh, that was
Hatred.
long ago. I cannot decide if I do not recall or would rather not recall.
It's a very strange thing to recall for me, the hatred, the vileness, the spitting back in the face of the oaths that I have taken to preserve and extend the lives of humans, people. The Hippocratic Oath is a very powerful thing because what you're doing is you're engaging and swearing yourself to the preservation of human life, no matter what. Oh, there's philosophical reasons and you can live with yourself for all the things you've done. However, hate is something that just, it's embarrassing to know that you have it. It feels wrong, doesn't it? I do not hate you, sir. I am upset and saddened, but I do not hate you. How do we resolve this? How can I go about the rest of my life with my friends, people that I am engaged with?
Doc. When I look at you, it's like looking into a mirror and seeing myself, but from a different world. You see things in a way I have not thought before. And I'm aware of the Hippocratic Oath. I have read about it. I have not applied it to my life, as I am not a doctor. To fix people is not my work. However, I could see myself in that line if I were born in a different time, perhaps. I grow weary. I tire of these men who go and tell me to burn and murder for their own whims.
It's a terrible thing, isn't it? Do you feel?
I feel neither regret nor remorse for what I have done.
Is it
I do it
irritating at times?
simply because it is a thing to be done. However, it does gall me to be told what to do by men without decency, decorum. You can see he removes something from his lapel. Any deal they offer you, they will go back on.
I know.
If you had not come to see me today, and if you had not spoken thusly, I likely would have had you killed the second you stepped on the dueling floor. I would have shown. I would have been ready. But my work requires me to go against my own word, which I have done before. However, somehow, I have just become tired of it. Now, I'm not saying I will join your cause and we will be best friends and ride off into the sunset and have adventures together. I am simply saying I am tired.
So, we shall part as adversaries, but before we go, let us take a drink.
Do you happen to have that old particular bottle?
I do, in fact.
The bastards would not let me have any of it.
That's because they have no honor.
Accurate. But then, neither have I.
I sold mine a while ago.
Yes.
So shall we pretend today, for a few minutes, that we actually are men alive?
Taste the revolution.
Dude, we should be ad writers.
I'm telling you, we've got this.
I drink to you. I drink to the memory of you. But I drink to the memory of myself. More noble than reality.
No.
So, what do we do now?
An excellent question. I plan to enact my, exit strategy. However, I am willing to put that plan on pause to assist what might have been a friend. If you have an enticing plan.
I do.
Well.
To the north. There's an old bridge. There's an island out there. It has ancient cannons and forts. It is only accessible in the winter or by brave souls. I think it would be a fine place to retire to and defend the rest of the world and be the god of an inland sea.
I was correct when I used the word enticing.
I think I will go south with my friends. Maybe a little west. I have heard rumor that they make beer in a place. Real beer. Remember the taste of it. I think that's where we will go. I'll forget about that island. In fact, I can't even remember now. The name, Mackinac. Well, sir, I return, strolling along. I bow to you.
And I to you.
I'd leave the bottle with you, but I do take a cigar. And I return, strolling along.
To Morrow's End is played with the Morrow Project version 4.0 game system, available from Timeline Ltd at www.timelineltd.com. We also use with permission the ambient sound collection from tabletopaudio.com. Check them out for a ton of ambient soundscapes for your tabletop RPG sessions. Until next time,